Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about tense, one of the grammar topics. And okay, you can see over here we have a figure, and this figure symbolizes, or let's say indicates that basically we have three types of tenses in English, right? They are present tense, past tense, and future tense. Okay, before we talk about tense in detail, first of all we'll have basic ideas, or let's say the basic concept about tense, what tense actually is, and then we'll move on to discussing more about tense. Okay, let's see first what tense is. Yes, tense in simple sense refers to a form of verb used to talk about an action or event with time reference. So, it is the time reference that determines the use of tense or a form of verb. Right? From this definition, you can get the idea, or you can generate the idea that tense is a form of verb used according to the time reference. Right? So, we use different form of tense according to the time mentioned, right? Let's see some examples, and I hope you will be more clear about this. We have first example, children love watching cartoons. Next, he always drinks alcohol. Yes, these two sentences denote the present tense, right? So notice the verbs that have been underlined in these two sentences. In the first sentence, you can notice the verb love, which is underlined. In the second sentence, you can notice the verb drinks, right? The verb in the first sentence, it is in verb 1 form, or let's say the first form of verb, and the verb in the second sentence, it is in verb 5 form, singular form. Yes, so this is also in the present tense. Now let's move to the next sentence. We have Susil went home early. Yes, this sentence indicates past tense. So what indicates this sentence as past tense? Yes, it is the verb that indicates the tense, right? So you can see there the verb went, right? It is the past tense form of the verb go. Now the third sentence, I will call you tomorrow. Yes, will call. You can notice the verb there. I will call you tomorrow. So the verb will call have been underlined, which indicates future tense, right? Let's move ahead. Now we'll talk about different types of tenses thoroughly. First of all, under present tense we have different subcategories or subtenses. The first one, under present tense we have simple present tense. Do you know the structure of simple present tense? Yes, you're right. Yes, you can write the structure as in simple present tense we follow the structure subject plus verb 1 or verb 5 plus object, right? But object is optional, right? We may have a sentence with simple present tense without an object as well. So you just keep into mind the form of the verb that we use in simple present tense. That is either the first form of verb or the form 5, or verb 5 we say, the singular form of verb. Yes, either plural or singular form. Use of simple present tense. Now, why do we use simple present tense? In what conditions, or to talk about what things or what events we use simple present tense? Let's see the first point. We use simple present tense to talk about universal or general truth. We have some examples for this. Now first example we have, milk is white, water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, the earth goes round the sun. Yes, in these examples please notice the verbs. Yes, like is, boils, goes. These verbs indicate universal truth. So we have used present tense. Now next point we have to talk about habitual actions. We use simple present tense to talk about the habitual actions. Habitual actions means the actions that we follow or that we do frequently or more often. For example, he goes for morning walk every day. My father always smokes. She usually goes to temple. Yes, here the first example, look at the first example once again. He goes for morning walk every day. Yes, every day means this is an action that is frequently done. My father always smokes. This indicates my father's habit of smoking. Yes, in the same way, she usually goes to temple. Yes, this is her habit to go to temple. Now, next condition we have to talk about future action which are already fixed or scheduled at present. Yes, when we talk about the future action that have been already scheduled or fixed at present, we use simple present tense. For example, our school starts at 10 a.m. The plane leaves at 7 p.m. Yes, you can notice the verb starts, leaves. Okay, this indicates the scheduled actions, right? So we use simple present tense to talk about such actions or event. And okay, the more important thing regarding the simple present tense, okay, is the use of the adverbs. Okay, sometimes the use of the adverbs also may determine, or let me tell you that the use of the certain adverbs may help you to guess what form of verb you need to use. So there are some verbs that are frequently used in the simple present tense. Let's see what are those verbs. Adverbs. The adverbs like always, sometimes, usually, never, often, seldom, scarcely, hardly, occasionally, frequently, every day, or every month, every week, yes, daily. These are the adverbs that we usually use in the simple present tense. So when you notice these adverbs in the sentence, okay, then you should get the idea that you should use simple present tense. Now, present continuous tense. This is another subcategory under present tense. Can you tell me the structure of present continuous tense? Yes, you are right. Yes, that is subject plus is, am, are plus before, or we use ing form with is, am, are, right? Now let's see some examples for this. We are learning grammar now. The children are playing outside. I'm listening to music at the moment. She is drawing a picture. Yes, in all these sentences you can notice the verbs, right, that have been underlined. In the first one, are learning, are playing, listening. Yes, I'm listening. Then is drawing. These are in present continuous tense. Now, why we use present continuous tense? To talk about what actions or events. Let's see. We use present continuous tense to talk about an action which is going on till the time of speaking. For example, it's raining now. The baby is playing with a doll. They are celebrating a party at present. Yes, these sentences indicate the event that is going on or that are going on at the time of speaking. And you can notice the adverbs used, okay, in present continuous tense, like now, at present, at the moment, etc. Yes, we have next condition as well, where we use present continuous tense. We use present continuous tense to talk about a planned action which is going to take place in the near future. For example, I'm going to Kathmandu tomorrow. I have already booked the ticket. We are celebrating the birthday party tomorrow. Sorry, let me repeat this once again. We are celebrating his birthday tomorrow. It's already fixed. Yes, in these two sentences, you might have noticed, these are the future actions, which have already been planned, right? So when we talk about such future actions or the events, we use present continuous tense. And the next condition we have with expression used for drawing attentions. Yes, sometimes in the sentences we may have the expressions like, okay, look, yes, listen, don't cross the road, stop, hurry up. Yes, these are the expressions that we mostly use to draw the attention of someone towards something that is happening at the moment. So in such cases we use present continuous tense. So we have to notice the expressions. Let's see the examples over here. Look, the deer are grazing in the field. Listen, someone is shouting for help. Don't cross the road, the bus is coming. Stop, the bull is coming towards us. Hurry up, we are being late. Yes, these are the sentences that we use to draw the attention of someone towards something that is happening at present. So we use present continuous tense with the expressions like look, listen, etc. Now next thing you should notice regarding present continuous tense is the use of adverbs, right? What kind of adverbs are mostly used in present continuous tense? Let's see. They are still, at present, now, at the moment, at this time. Yes, these adverbs are usually used in present continuous tense. Now, present perfect tense. Yes, can you please tell me the structure of present perfect tense? Yes, right? You are right. Yes, it is subject plus has or have plus verb 3 plus object. Object is compulsory here. Yes. Now let's see some of the uses. Where we use present perfect tense. Yes. The first condition is to talk about a complete action. Yes, when we talk about a complete action, we use present perfect tense. For example, I just finished my work. The train has just left. The principal has just arrived. Yes, you can notice the verbs here. Have finished in the first sentence, have finished in the second one, has left in the third one, has arrived. Yes, these verbs are in present perfect tense, right? Now the next condition we have where we use present perfect tense is to talk about past action which shows their effect still in the present. Yes, when we talk about any past action that happened in the past but its effect is still present, at that time we use present perfect tense. For example, he has broken his leg. He cannot walk. She has cut her finger. It's bleeding. I've missed the bus. I have to walk home. Yes. Look at here. In the first one, he has broken his leg. He cannot walk. Right? The action of breaking leg, this happened in the past, but its effect is still present. That is, he cannot walk. In the second one, she has cut her finger. It means she did this action in the past, but its effect is still present. For example, it's bleeding. This is the effect, right? So the next one, the similar example we have, I missed the bus. I have to walk home. Yes. Now, this is the effect, right, of the action that happened in the past. So in this condition, we use present perfect tense. Now, the adverbs. What kind of adverbs are generally used in present perfect tense? You should notice this. Let's see some of the adverbs that are usually used in present perfect tense. For example, the adverbs like already, ate, ever, never, just, recently, lately, so far. And we can also use since or for. Yes, plus time expression in present perfect tense. So you should notice these adverbs before you determine or before you choose the right form of verb in the exam. Let's see here. We have one example regarding present perfect tense. I have known him for a decade. I have known him for a decade. Yes, you can see the word, preposition for, right? Okay, present perfect continuous tense, right? This is the last category under present tense. Can you please tell me the structure for this? Yes, we have the structure: subject plus has or have plus been plus before ing form of verb plus object. Now let's see this example. First example we have, it has been raining for an hour. Second example we have, they have been playing since 10 o'clock. Yes, you can notice the verb like, okay, has been raining, have been playing, okay, they are in present perfect continuous tense. Okay, uses of present perfect continuous tense. Where do we use present perfect continuous tense? Yes, we use present perfect continuous tense to talk about an action that began at some point in the past and is still going on, right? Now let's see the example for this. We have been watching movie for 2 hours. Gopini has been washing her clothes since morning. Yes, these two sentences, okay, indicate that the action, okay, began in the past, but it is still going on at the time of speaking, right? Or still going on. So there are something that you need to, okay, notice regarding the use of present perfect continuous tense. Okay, look at some points that I have provided you under notice. Yes, we use for plus period of time, since plus point of time, and all plus, okay, present time, or for example this morning, right? So this is the thing you should notice, okay, regarding present perfect continuous tense. Now next type of tense we have past tense. Under past tense we have, okay, different categories, 4 categories. They are simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. Now first of all we are talking about simple past. Can you tell me the structure for this? Yes, you are right. Yes, subject plus verb to, or past tense plus object, right? Okay, for ease you can say verb to. It is the second form of the verb. Now let's see some examples for this. First example we have, the bell rang. Second, we played football yesterday. Third one, she danced at the party. And the last one, he was born in 2057 years. Okay, notice please, you notice the verbs that have been underlined, okay, which indicate past tense. Now use of simple past. Yes, we use simple past tense to talk about action that took place in the past. Yes, let's see the example. Our father went to Kathmandu. He left from the UK last year. My grandfather died 2 years ago. Yes, these all the sentences indicate the action that took place in the past. Yes, or this indicates the past tense. We have other more conditions where we use simple past tense. Yes, let's see what those conditions are. Yes, we use simple past tense to talk about past habits. For example, he drank alcohol every day. Yes, this is in the past. She always bathed her children, but not now. Yes, it means these sentences indicate the past actions, right? Here the verb drank and bathed, they indicate the past habits. Yes. Now next condition we have to talk about actions that happens in a sequence with a when clause, right? Yes, when we talk about an action that happens in a sequence, at that time also we use past tense. For example, when I opened the cupboard, I saw a spider. When the bell rang, the students came out of the class. Yes, here you can notice the when clause, right? So we use past tense, okay, when we talk about the actions that happens in a sequence. For example, in the first one, the action, for example, The action of opening the cupboard and the action of seeing a spider, they happen one after the other in a sequence. Yes, immediately. In the second one also, the action of ringing the bell and the action of coming out of the class by the students, they happen in a sequence one after the other. So when we talk about such sequential event, we can use simple past tense, right? Now the adverbs to notice. What adverbs are generally used in simple past tense? Yes, you can notice over here. Yes, the adverbs like ago, yesterday, last time, or last week, last month, last year, just now. Yes, these are the adverbs that can be used in simple past tense. Now, next type of tense we have past continuous tense. Yes, we can use the structure subject plus was or wo plus verb or ing form of verb. For example, he was driving a car. They were planting trees. Yes, these two sentences indicate past continuous tense, right? And why we use past continuous tense? Now, let's see some of the conditions where we use past continuous tense. The first condition we use past continuous tense to talk about an action and or event that was going on in the past. Yes, for example, we were celebrating Christmas yesterday. I was doing my project work all yesterday. Yes, in these sentences, we can see the action was going on in the past, right? The action of celebrating Christmas and the action of doing project work. These two actions happened in the past, or they were going on in the past. Now, you have to notice, regarding this past continuous tense, you can notice there, all plus past time is generally used in past continuous tense. We can also use past continuous tense with when clause, right? Let's see some examples. When I was going to school, I saw an accident. Next example. When they were traveling by plane, they were reading the newspapers. Yes, with when clause also you can use past continuous tense, like when I was going to school, was going. In the second one, when they were traveling by plane. Yes, in this sentence you can notice were traveling, right? Now, the next type of tense we have past perfect tense. Can you tell me the structure? Yes, sure, you're right. Yes, we can structuralize as subject plus had plus verb 3, right? Had plus verb 3. Okay, let's see the example for this. You had phoned me. She had seen an accident. Yes, in these two sentences you can notice the verb form had phoned, had seen. Yes, these verbs indicate past perfect tense. Where do we use past perfect tense? Yes, there are some conditions that we use past perfect tense for. Now, what are those conditions? Let's see. The first condition we use past perfect tense to talk about an action which was completed for a certain time in the past. Yes, for example, I had invited you for the party, but you didn't come. She had passed AC 2 years ago, before I did it. Yes, in the first sentence you can notice there, I had invited you for the birthday party. Yes, had invited. It is in past perfect tense. Next example, had passed. SE, she had passed. Yes, the verb had passed indicates the past action, right? So, in this case, we use past perfect tense. Yes, we have next condition where we use past perfect tense. Yes, we use past perfect tense to talk about an action which took place before another one. For example, the doctor had arrived before the patient died. Next one, the thief had run away before the police arrived. Yes, in these two sentences you can see there are two actions that happened in the past, and we have used past perfect tense for the first action, but simple past tense for the second action. In the first example, you can see the doctor had arrived before the patient died. Okay, here the action of arriving or arrival of the doctor happened first, so we have used past perfect tense. And in the second one, the thief had run away. Yes, here this action took place first, so we have used past perfect tense to talk about this first action. Yes, so you have to note, regarding this past perfect tense, you have to note something, that is, use past perfect tense over had plus verb 3 for the first action and simple past tense for the second action. This is the thing you have to notice over here. Now we'll move to next type of tense, that is past perfect continuous tense. Can you please tell me the structure for this? Yes, you're right. Yes, subject plus had been plus ing form or verb form, right? Subject plus had been plus verb form. Let's see some examples. They had been having a picnic. They had been having a picnic. Second one, it had been raining till 2 p.m. Yes, these two sentences indicate past perfect continuous tense. Then do you know when we use past perfect continuous tense, or on what condition we use past perfect continuous tense? Yes, the first condition we use this tense for talking about an action or event that began at some point in the past and continued up to that time. Yes, at some point in the past and continued up to that time. For example, the boys had been playing cricket until evening yesterday. The boys had been playing cricket until evening yesterday. We had been taking coaching class for 3 hours. Yes, here the verbs had been playing and had been taking. Yes, these verbs indicate past perfect continuous tense. Yes, and these actions took or began at some point in the past and begin up to that time, or begin for some period of time in the past and ended, right? So when we talk about such actions or events, we use past perfect continuous tense. Did you get the idea? Yes. Then we use past continuous tense with when clause as well. Yes, you can see the example. When I reached the cinema hall, the film had already started. Next condition, to show the sequence of events with as soon as plus had plus verb 3. You can see the example for this. As soon as we had reached the town, the government announced lockdown. Yes, I hope you guys got some ideas from this. Regarding past perfect continuous tense, you have to consider some of the things, or you have to keep something into your mind. Let's see. Yes, with when clause, yes, had plus verb 3 or past perfect is used for the first action, and verb 2 is used for the second action. Yes, we have already discussed this. And the next point you should consider is as soon as plus past perfect tense or had plus verb 3 is used to talk about the actions that happened one after the other, relatively with time gap. So these are the things you notice. You should notice. Now we'll move to next type of tense, that is simple future tense. Yes, under future tense we have some categories. Yes, 4 categories, and the first category we have, or subtopic we have, simple present tense, right? Sorry, simple future tense. Can you please tell me the structure for simple future? Yes, you are right. That is subject plus shall or will plus verb 1. Yes, let's see 2 examples for this. It will rain today. I shall go home early. Yes, in these 2 examples, Okay, you might have noticed the use of will, rain, shall, go. Yes, these verbs indicate future tense, right? Now, do you know where we use simple future tense, or on what condition do we use simple future tense, or for what kind of actions or events we use simple future tense? Okay, let's see some of the uses. Use of simple future tense. The first use. Yes, we use simple future tense to talk about an action which may take place in the near future. For example, I will see you soon. We shall visit Pokhara next week. Yes, in these sentences, you might have noticed the verbs like will see, shall visit. Yes, these verbs indicate the actions that will take place in the near future, right? So in these conditions, we use simple future tense. Next condition we use simple future tense to talk about the conditions, that is with if clause. Let's see some examples for this. If you invite me, I will attend your party. Next example. If you leave in time, you won't miss the bus. Yes, we have conditional sentence, or let's say if clause. Yes, if you invite me, this is the condition, or if clause. I will attend your party. Yes, this is main clause. So when we talk about the conditions using if clause, at that time also we can use simple future tense. Okay, regarding simple future tense, you have to take into consideration some of the adverbs that are generally used in simple future tense. Okay, they are, you can see over here, the adverbs like tomorrow, next day, next week, next month, next year, tonight, shortly after are used in the simple future tense. So you should notice these adverbs in the sentences. Now we'll move to next one, future continuous tense. Yes, can you please tell me the structure for future continuous tense? Yes, it's very simple. Subject plus shall or will plus be plus verb form or ing form of verb. Okay, let's see two examples for this. I shall be waiting for you. Next example. We will be taking a tuition class then. Yes, in these sentences, okay, you can see there, shall be waiting, will be taking. Yes, these verbs indicate future continuous tense, right? Now we'll talk about the use of future continuous tense. Yes, we have different conditions where we use future continuous tense. Now the first condition we have is we use future continuous tense to talk about an action that will be going on at some point in future. For example, the teacher will be teaching us tense at this time tomorrow. You will be reading in grade 11 next year. Yes, here we are talking about these two sentences talk about the future action that will be going on at some point in the future. So in this condition we use future continuous tense. Now the next condition we use future continuous tense to talk about an action or event that is planned or fixed to happen in the future. For example, we will be meeting the principal tomorrow. Yes, here in this sentence it indicates that the action that is going to take place in the near future has been already planned or fixed at present. So in this condition also we use future continuous tense. Now the next type we have future perfect tense. Yes, okay, to structure or to structuralize we can say, yes, we use the structure subject plus shall or will have plus verb 3, or shall have or will have plus verb 3, or past participle form, right? Let's see some examples. She will have completed grade 10 by next year. Next example, they will have reached home by 10 o'clock. Yes, these two sentences indicate the future perfect tense, right? Will have completed, will have reached. Yes, these verb forms indicate future perfect tense. Now future perfect tense. Okay, use of future perfect tense. Why we use future perfect tense, or in what conditions? Let's see the first condition. Yes, we use future perfect tense to denote a complete action by a certain time in future. For example, my uncle will have arrived to Nepal by next month. Next example, within next year, we'll have completed our project work. Yes, these examples talk about a complete action. Yes, in future. For example, in the first example, you can see the verbs will have arrived. Will have arrived. Yes, in the second example, you can say will have completed. Yes, these are the complete actions. Yes. Now, what are the things that you should take into your considerations regarding the use of future perfect tense? Yes. In future perfect tense, we generally use the prepositions like by, within, before plus future tense or future time, right? For example, by tomorrow, by next week, by next month, by next year. Yes, these are the prepositions that we generally use in future perfect tense. So you should take into consideration these prepositions, before you choose the right form of the verbs. Now the next type we have future perfect continuous tense. Yes, this is the last subcategory under future tense. So you can see the structure over there. Yes, subject plus shall or will have, been plus before or ing form of verb. Let's see some examples for this. He will have been working here for the next 2 years. Mr. Thapa will have been teaching us for more than 5 years by the end of this year. Yes, in these examples, you can notice there the same structure, will have been working. In the next example, you can see will have been teaching. Yes, these verbs indicate future perfect continuous tense. Then where do we use, or in what condition do we use future perfect continuous tense? Yes, we have the first condition. Yes, we use this tense to denote a future action being in progress over a period of time that will end in future. For example, by the end of this month. By the end of this month, I will have been staying here for 2 years. Within next year, he will have been doing his business for 10 years. Yes, these are the sentences that indicate future perfect continuous tense. Now, you have to note the use of by, within, before, plus future time, plus for or in, plus future time, or period of time, in future perfect continuous tense, we use by, within, before, plus future time, plus for or in, plus period of time. This is the thing you have to notice. Okay, dear students, now I have some practice questions for you. You can, regarding the tense, you can practice these questions, and if any confusions, any difficulties, you can contact us or you can consult us. Practice these questions, and if confusion, we are always ready to help you.